Hi everybody. Today we have a full moon in Leo coming up pretty soon. So I wanted to do a full moon in Leo reading. See what's coming up for everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. A little bit belated. Okay, just tuning in to everyone that will be on this call, in present and in future, that all the information is delivered, that I'm a clear channel for the highest good. Okay. So it's Elizabeth here with the Inner Light Moon Oracle. And just take a moment and center into yourself. Take some breaths and see if any of these piles resonate with you. Okay, very good. So I'm going to start with the furthest pile to the left. So for those of you that chose this pile, we have Ojizo-sama, Protector, coming up as the card for your full moon. And the foundation of this card is a wood card. It's the spring card, a season of wood. And coming up, we have another season card for you coming up in the future, which is the winter card, season of winter. So when Ojizo-sama comes up, it usually means you may be going through a difficult time right now, and just be very gentle with yourself and understand that there are these forces around you that are supporting you. Ojizo-sama is he's a Japanese deity based on an Indian deity, and basically he shepherds these children, these unborn children, to heaven because they haven't accumulated enough karma to get there themselves. So he hides them in his robes. And this is his jeweled staff that opens up the gates of hell, and he's here to free all people from all the realms from suffering. So if you're experiencing some struggle right now, or maybe are in some bit of a shock, you can know that this energy, this protective energy of Ojizo-sama is always there for you, and you can call on him for some support. So coming into this, like in the past, you have this beautiful spring energy, this season of wood, where you're working very sort of steadily, diligently, and also very naturally. Like the springtime, things just come up without a lot of effort. The rain comes and the grass grows, and it's just a very natural process. So this is the foundation of this issue for you, this full moon. And this is a wood card, so the wood energy is hardworking and steady, a little bit stubborn. And then coming up in the second portion of this full moon, we have the season of water. We have winter. And this winter season that we just came out of, it's a beautiful time for meditation, contemplation, really being quiet and centering yourself. Sort of allowing things to settle, allowing things to be quiet, allowing snow to cover the ground metaphorically, so to speak. And when that blanket of snow covers everything, there is a peace. And that snow is sort of this clarity, and it prepares for a new start. So maybe there was a fresh start in the past, and now it's time to regroup and just be internalizing, being reflective. The water element is a very deep and spiritual element. It's the oldest of the elements. And so just allow your feelings to kind of become calm, like a still lake. Okay. So that's it for the far left pile. We're going to move on to the middle pile. If you chose the middle pile, your card for this new moon is freedom. Unshackled, begin anew. It's also the horse zodiac and refers to the Fool card in the traditional tarot. Behind you, we have another wood card, an intuition card, clear vision, inner knowing. And before you, we have another wood card, which is the resonance card. This is harmony and health, relationships, and work. So this freedom card means it's the very first card of the deck. It's a fresh, very beginning with total innocence. The Fool's riding this horse. She wears the rainbow-colored cap, which represents the 7 colors of the chakras. And a journey is about to start. A new journey, fresh eyes, really kind of galloping into the unknown, which is what the moon represents in this card. So it's a wonderful card for the full moon. And then behind you, sort of the foundation of this freedom card is your intuition, clear vision, inner knowing. So it's this card, a wood card. This is the Oracle Bone script for I. And springtime is also, the I is the organ of the wood. So this is the modern day Chinese character for I. But they used to throw the Oracle bone scripts in the Shang dynasty they would cast these bones to determine what the future would be. And this card represents really going into your own gut, like trusting your own direction, your own path, and your own sort of knowingness. And it's cultivating a practice of your own inner knowing and inner vision. And coming up in the future, we have another wood card, which is the resonance card. Harmony in health, relationships, and work. And this is a tuning fork, and this card's really about practicing being in tune with yourself. And knowing that when things sound out of tune, they sound really bad. And similarly, when things feel out of tune, you're going to feel it. You're going to know something's off. And to listen to that. And that's part of this kind of inner knowing. Listening to the directives, like your own vibration, like how do I get in better alignment? How do I correct my circumstances? How do I elevate a situation so that it feels like we're at a higher level? So really owning your own intuition is a big part of this reading for this middle pile, and really coming into your own freedom and accessing your true authenticity. So that's the full moon in Leo reading for the middle pile. Now we will go to the far right pile. So for those of you that chose the far right pile, your card is Dragon Emperor, ruler of the 4 seas. So you have a very strong ruler card coming up for your full moon. And behind you, we have the transformation card, which is the Phoenix card. From the fire, a deep and lasting change. And then in the future, we have another season card. Well, 3 3 season cards came up in this full moon reading from the other readings. So this is the late summer. This is the season of Earth showing itself here. So for you, far right pile, the Dragon Emperor represents a bit of a masculine energy, but it also, being in a Chinese dragon, these dragons rule the water element. And so when you look at the tarot and what the water represents, it represents the emotions. So this card's really about allowing and permitting your emotions to flow as this water is kind of moving around, but not letting your emotions rule you. And that's what this pearl and the dantian represents. It's like the pearl is this centered place, this calm, where you can allow your emotions, but also not be directed by your emotions. You just observe them. This card can also refer to being in nature and being connected to nature as the dragons rule all the rivers and seas and rain and fog. So having this understanding that we're part of nature and we're an extension of nature. Everything we are as humans comes from nature, our physical selves. So developing and cultivating that relationship will make you stronger, make you more connected to the planet. Behind you we have this transformation card. The Phoenix card is being birthed through the fire. So something challenging, looks like something challenging you've gone through. And now that you've been birthed through the fire, you'll never be the same again. You can never go back to how you were before. It's a new time. And so in China, the phoenix, which is being birthed, typically represents the empress. And so we have the Dragon Emperor and the Empress side by side, which is a really beautiful female and male combination. So there's kind of a wholeness here where you're combining like the female energy and the male energy, and being able to move forward with both is really important. And so that will lead you to this late summer season, the season of Earth. We have this cornucopia full of vegetables and beautiful flowers. And this late summer is kind of similar to Indian summer. It's a time in between the summer and the fall season. And it's this in-between place, which being of Earth, we are between heaven and earth. So humans are in this in-between place. And this season really is about reflection, looking back on your achievements, looking back on what's happened, really reveling in the harvest of your abundance and everything that you have reaped from this past full moon cycle, and even previous, maybe the past year, because we're still sort of in this Lunar New Year time. So it's a bit of a time of reflection and enjoyment, really savoring being on the planet and what the Earth has to offer. So that's Elizabeth signing off for the full moon in Leo reading. Thank you for watching, and enjoy this waning cycle that we're coming up and into. And the full moon in Leo really is a courageous sign. We're beckoning us to love and to really connect with our pure selves and what we truly want to bring forth in the world. Take care, everyone.